What's up YouTube? This is V-Side Investing. Welcome back to the channel. Please feel free to like and subscribe, and let's get to it. So our portfolio is sitting at just under 5k, 49.67. Overall, the performance has been down. It went down to 72% overall. So if you look at the year, we're down to 73. We were at about 130 something. So we did drop another 70. So that's fine. So today we are down $675. Jeez. That's minus 12%. And well, obviously there's no secret to it why we're down. Bitcoin just had a flash crash this past what was it, this weekend pretty much. It was I was looking at it. It was on Saturday evening, night, around 11. Yep, around 11:15. I just had the browser up, and I was just looking at it. I just fell. Now, not sure why. China's part of a region where a lot of the miners are, the Chinese miners are. They did have a blackout, but then that was before the crash. So, yeah. This is, I would say this is like a pullback. I mean, it is Bitcoin, it is crypto, it is volatile, so these things happen. I mean, we're down like minus 15%. If you consider like a few years back, these things used to go down a lot more than this. So if you're new to this, like, just it's like a welcome pretty much. But you don't want to just focus too much on you don't want to be too narrow into the short-term aspect of these. You want to take a step back usually, because overall we're doing pretty good. If we look at right, so overall we're doing pretty good, right? So just in the past few months, we're up like at least 80-90% up with just Bitcoin price. So yeah, and the price of the PT for this year, for, well, at least for me, is about 150k USD, and that's just the average of my bull and bearish case. So bearish about 100k, bullish 200k, but just split the middle. And yeah, so Ethereum as well, not much of a drop with Ethereum. I want to say, what was it, like 20? It didn't drop much. Yeah, if you look at right here, it went all the way down to just about 2k, but it recovered nicely, and then over the weekend, Sunday night, it just slowly came up. So yeah, right, so that was that. And so today I'm gonna focus on this 4 news of the company we're invested in. So there is Hive, HUT, Bitfarms, and DMG. So what I'm going to do is, since DMG and HUT8 has a shorter news, I'm going to focus on those two, and then with Hive and Bitfarms, I'll try to make a separate video on them. I don't want to make this too long, so I just want to keep these 100k challenge videos, like update every day. I want to keep them shorter, so you don't, stay here too long. So okay, so overall, well, the market was down overall, so nothing much to it. Bingo's down. The genomic space is kind of hurting. But like I said, you got to realize right now the market is kind of unstable. Not knowing where, like, because it is really, really hurting in the speculative stocks, in the growth stocks, like Bingo and genomics pretty much, and like companies like I'm invested in, like the crypto miners and blockchain technology. But then there's also aspects of the crypto prices affecting that as well. So So yeah, today the safest route seems to be with the overall S&P 500 index. If if you can handle these kind of volatility, then you just go to a safer investment, like maybe just get into a really slow growth ETF or indexes, and yeah, you can just research that. But this is more of a blockchain type, blockchain and crypto type investment here we're doing. Obviously, it's gonna look really bad right now, but we're kind of in a time where we're struggling. That's totally fine, but overall, we'll come out ahead. So, not really worried. My only problem is that I don't have more cash to invest in these really, really trying times because it's really low. I mean, I don't think these prices are gonna be available anytime, like in the future, because we're looking at Bitfarm. Bitfarm is so low right now. It's at 440. Come on, this is ridiculous. And they just announced a deal, and it's still down minus 14%. So this kind of tells you where the market is at and where how the people are reacting to these things. I think Bitfarms was the highest drop among the big miners. So yeah, this is really confusing. I mean, and Galaxy, I don't know how the hell Galaxy does it, but they just stay above even when we have terrible days. Yeah, so I don't know. Anyways, let's get to the news. I think we'll just go through today's price dropped. Bingo's down. Banksa's down too. Banksa 7.24. I forgot to check out Banksa if they had any news. And they have a keynote speech, virtual event. Yeah, that's about it. Okay. All right, and let's see. So, DJHI was really surprising today. It performed really well. It didn't even drop much. It only dropped 0.5%, which is really good if you consider what the other miners are doing, like minus 5, 6, and onwards. And yeah, so and if you look at currency works, it's down minus 24%. And yeah, so okay, so getting to the news with DMG blockchain. You want to check out the website. They don't have much of an information, but yeah. So, anyways, DMG Blockchain Solutions purchases 3,600 additional ASIC miners. Now, they don't really say which miner or which company they have gone with. So, yeah. Right. And it says 3,600 ASIC miners, and that's approximately 3,600 petahash. And 3,600 petahash, and it'll give them a total hash rate of over 500 petahash. And DMG is regularly evaluating and negotiating with leading Bitcoin mining equipment manufacturers for future purchase orders in accordance with its immersion retrofitting schedule, which facilitates additional purchases as appropriate to continue to meet the company's 2021 hash rate target. Delivery of these miners is expected to begin in August 2021 and continue for the next 12 months. Okay, that seems like a huge gap. Why is it taking 12 months to deliver all 3,600 miners? Okay, I mean, not sure what's going on there, but yeah. So also, as previously noted here, so DMG continues to build infrastructure and add equipment in order to fully occupy its 85 megawatt flagship facility. The company will explore the possibility of multiple other Bitcoin mining sites to allow for additional hash rate growth leading into 2022. Okay, that's good that they're not just tied down to one company. So we'll see how that goes, and that's that. So HUT8. So HUT8. If we look into HUT8, it says HUT8 finalizes key power purchase agreement through partnership with Validus Power Corp. Now, if you remember, Validus, they did engage in a partnership in February 22 of this year. So that's what this is about. And this is the PPA. This is about the power purchase agreement with Validus Corp for about 100 megawatt power facility. So it says right here that the agreement includes significant optionality to expand HUT8's HUT8 mining operations if the company decides to scale beyond the first 100 megawatt. And so the initial delivery will be for 35 megawatt in early Q4 this year, and they'll test out that first. And a portion of the energy produced for the project will be generated from captured waste gas and converted it to electricity by leveraging cutting-edge mobile power plant solution to be provided by Validus. So if you look into Validus, they kind of specialize in power in this mobile power plant technology, and says right here which it will also support and advance HUT8's long-term ESG objectives. ESG is pretty much environmental, so pretty much to see how environmentally friendly the company is running. So that's what the objective is. So usually these days, most of the companies have a really high social responsibility. They want to reduce their waste. They want to be more. They want to recycle more. They want to use cheaper and more efficient and wind, so hydroelectricity and all that. Just be more greener for the environment. So I'm gonna skip through this and go right here. So the PPA, this agreement is contingent on Validus Corp, Power Corp obtaining land rights and gas supply at a site in central Alberta. So central Alberta, that's where HUT8 mining's facility is at, as required to deliver up to 100 megawatt of capacity to HUT8's Alberta operations, and is subject to successful permitting and regulatory approval in connection with the project. So it looks like everything is pretty much contingent, and you know what that means. So it depends on if and when Validus Power Corp can get these permits and go through the regulatory hurdles. And I don't think there's any problem to obtain these permits, so shouldn't be a big deal. And so if we go back to our portfolio, so since we are kind of struggling, you will see this go down even lower, maybe lower than 4K, maybe up to $3,500. I am fully aware of the kind of that this thing could happen, and I am totally willing and able to take these losses. I know that this is not a lottery. Some people think it's lottery type thing. You have to realize this company have huge value in them. Some of these companies are making so much money, and the price doesn't reflect because of the public sentiment right now. It's kind of in a panic mode. So you have to realize what Warren Buffett said. The stock market is a vessel for to move money from the impatient to the patient. So keep that in mind, because these testing times will happen from time to time. It's not new. Just want to know that in the 200 history of the stock market, you want to just be patient and just let this thing ride out. So I'm not sure about the 200-year history thing, but just be patient with the companies you own, and in the long term, since we're looking at long-term investing, we will come out ahead. And so I'm looking into DeFi technologies. I'm really interested in the decentralized finance space, and it's really intriguing. So I'm gonna add some position in DeFi. Now I'm not sure which ones I want to sell to get into that space. So Ascensus, we are struggling here as well. There hasn't been anything that's changed with the census. There's no bad things that came out, so it's just people are just selling it. So I'm just gonna hold it, not really worried about it. Let's see. So since DigiHost is really holding the line here, it's really good. So I might have to decrease my position in Bingo, and since we're down to 79% profit here, it's only 161 because we've kind of reduced the size from 199 shares to 69 shares in the time of the challenge, so over 3-4 months time. So okay, so all right, so what right, so I'm gonna start investing in DeFi, and this will look more and more of a blockchain crypto type investing challenge. I am aware of that, but the huge growth that I see in the future right now is in blockchain technologies and the adoption of blockchain technologies in various industries. And I believe that these companies like DeFi, DMG, like Banksa is more of a exchange. I'm also invested in Voyager. That's also an exchange company. But in general, blockchain technology is really, really bullish on them. I know it's going to be tough to see the potential right now, but you have to look at it from a 10-year time horizon perspective. If you're a short-term investor, you may not yield the profit that I am thinking of, but in the long run, because I have no emergency need for the cash, literally, this is a TFSA. I'm not going to pull out money from TFSA because this is pretty much tax-free. So any growth in here, it's tax-free pretty much. So yeah. So I'm looking at long-term investing. I'm looking to add sizable position into these companies because they're in the TSX too. So I don't have any fees in here. Literally, this is just commission-free investing platform for me where I don't have to pay any fees in here. So it's just a win-win situation right here. So yeah, I may start a position in Galaxy. I don't know what it's valued. $34. I don't know if that is a good entry price because, well, looking at long term it is, but right now I don't know if it's gonna drop down more. But once again, I'm gonna put some cash maybe next week. So we'll see where this market lies next week. But so I'm gonna do a video on Hive and Bitfarm just after this. So just stay tuned for that. So in this portfolio, we're down -18 this week, -25 this past month. In the past 3 months, we're up 13%. Thank God. In the past, let's say like 4 months now. So we're up 73%. So that's $2,000, almost $2,100. So I think overall we're doing pretty good. I mean, we're kind of ahead of the S&P, the S&P 500, the market average of 10-11% per year. So we're doing pretty good. So yeah, I think that's it for this video. Please feel free to like and subscribe. Also, I have the Google Sheets stock tracker link in the description below if you want to use it. If you want to use it, you can check it out. If you don't want to use it, that's totally fine. It's kind of rudimentary, it's basic, nothing fancy, and it works, so that's good enough, right? I mean, you don't want too fancy stuff in there. Otherwise, you can just go with whatever your broker provides with. So, anyways, please feel free to like and subscribe. Please know this is not financial advice, guys. Do your own research and make your own decisions. Okay. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next one. Thank you. Peace.